I think she has lost a lot of weight. We need to look and verify that. I think my Wi-Fi said that. We're live everywhere. We're live. What we're doing is we're streaming as many things as possible, Mr. Moon Guy. Are you on the show? How do you watch me? Do you watch me on Instagram, Facebook, or the YouTube?
I haven't found you on YouTube.
Yes, you have.
No.
I've heard you've been spotted on there. How would that be possible? How would that be possible? Somebody named Josh says Moon Guy watches us on YouTube. Was that true or was that a fib? Josh, you're the one that told me.
I don't remember saying that. But
All right, good morning. It's Wednesday morning, which also means today at 1 o'clock, Drew and Shawandu, Real Estate 101. Do you have a topic yet?
not yet. Still piddling around.
You need to come up. Well, are you paying attention to it? Blake, I hope you had a great birthday. I appreciate you getting on here back from Cabo. It looked magnificent out there in the Cabo. Blake, how far is that flight? Now, Josh, see what you should be doing is saying hi to people. Hello. How far is the flight from Nashville to Cabo? I'd like to go to Cabo. I just don't like to fly. There's a roadblock I have about flying. So today what I'm talking about on the morning grind, where we come to you live every single day. If you don't know me, my name is GoodTimeTommy, hashtag GTT, or Thomas C. Davidson on the Facebook. And every morning at 8:30 Central Time, I want to come to you and talk about your life, maybe your business, maybe your dreams, maybe your goals, maybe your finances, something that might help you get inspired, because I'm somebody at 35 years old. Usually most people have made the decision they are what they are by then, but I made a decision late in my life, I'm better than this. So at 35, the light switch went on for me. That means it can go on for anybody else. What's up, Shannon Lahue? How are you? Amazing. Flight was only 5 hours. 2 hours to Houston, 3 to Cabo. Man, that is. Where did you go, Van? So today what I'm talking about is what is my roadblock? What is something that's holding me back? Josh, what is the definition that we're using here for a roadblock? Do you have one?
Yeah, a roadblock is a barrier or barricade on a road, especially one set up by authorities to stop examine traffic.
Okay. So I am on a road to a success. Let's visualize what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to build a team where we get to 500 sales. So the first question I could ask, can 500 sales be done? How do we know 500 sales could be done? There's all kinds of people doing it. There's people that are actually doing 5,000 sales. So we know it can be done. So I'm tracking and I'm looking. The last 2 years, I'm hitting the same plateau. 143, 144, 145 houses, 2 years in a row. Now, some people may not want to pay attention to that. But I look inward and I start asking myself questions. Why? Why are we getting to this number? What is it that's going on with me that is stopping me from crossing through this ceiling of complexity? That's a big word. Is it effort? Is it people? Is it me? What is it? What is my roadblock? So I'm going to start asking myself, what is it that's holding me back? I'm going to be searching for that. So asking myself, why have 2 years in a row we come up with the same? It's almost identical. Isn't it, Van Grafton? Hello, Zena. Zena's on here. So she's on the IG, Josh. She says you ought to go ahead and get the COVID. If you're tough, you would.
I already tried. I can't.
She said you're scared, weak.
No.
So I start looking at things that could be these blind spots, or maybe they're not even blind spots. Maybe they're these things that I can see and I know, but I'm not paying enough attention to them to overcome 143. 143. 2 years in a row. It's almost identical except the profitability came down this year. So now I'm going to start searching inward with me. What could it be that's holding me back? Could it be my organizational skill? Am I organized? You get in my car, what does it look like? Huh? It looks like we just drove on a trip around the world. And we ate in our car the whole time, and we slept in our car. It's not very clean. Could my lack of organization, and some people might say, well, that's your car. But I look at I believe the way you look at one thing, or the way you do one thing is the way you do everything. The fact that my car's messy, my closet's messy, the house would be messy if it weren't for my wife. If it was messy, does it make the business messy? What does Blake say? Hey, Nick, how are you, friend?
You want me to read it?
Yeah, I can't read it very well.
It could be the local market and not you, question mark, exclamation point. Does the market perpetuate the opportunity to sell 500? Are there enough agents contributing to hit that number? 5xing your sales is not easy, but a time thing.
Okay, so that's a valid point. But I take responsibility personally for everything that happens with me because I can improve on something that I take responsibility for. If I'm not going to accept it's my fault, there's no way I can grow from it. So I'm always, whatever the situation is, I'm going to find a way to say, why is this my fault? And that's what I'm doing. I'm searching right now. Is it because I'm unorganized? Because I'm unorganized there, the lead management system here is unorganized. I've got a spiritual agreement with being unorganized. If I fix that, would that get us over the hump?
Good.
I'm not tight on my diet. Lack of discipline. If I don't have discipline there, there's good chance I'm undisciplined. Is undisciplined a word?
Yes.
I'm undisciplined in other areas. Would you agree with that? Is it the way I dress? I'm looking at these things because there's something that's happening that's holding us back. Is it the way the office looks? If you believe the way you do one thing is the way you do everything, there's something that you're allowing here that you're allowing with your prospecting, that you're allowing with the way you focus on your business, or the way you don't pay attention to your business. Am I paying attention the right way? Another thing that people may be surprised is the fact that I've become an antisocial person. I've become an isolated person. Is that a reason why we're not growing, why we're not expanding? Could it be? I'm looking at these things. Could it also be this? Is it your self-talk? Asked Royce. What do you think about? What you think about comes about. Yeah, I agree with 100% with that, Royce. Here's what I'd say back. Is it my arrogance? We're doing it my way. This is the way it's going to be done. I don't care if you don't like what I say. I don't care if it offends you. It don't matter. It's how I look at that. Could that be something that's holding me back? Could it, Mr. Moon Guy? I'm looking at all these things. I'm putting all these things out there because I'm looking at results. I'm not looking through emotion. I'm looking at the results. 2 years in a row, we're going to hit a number of 143 sales. 2 years in a row. I mean, it's almost identical. We've even brought in more people, but we still hit 143 deals. What needs to be done? I'm going to take 100% personal responsibility and say there's something I didn't do right? Is it because I let this office look like a frat house? What are these things? Why don't arrogance or confidence? Moonga, what is the difference in your opinion between arrogance and confidence?
Arrogant and confident.
Yep.
There's a lot of difference.
There is a lot of difference.
Yeah, because arrogance is negative. I mean, anywhere we are, somebody's arrogant, there's a negative energy there. It's always negative. But confidence is very positive because confidence becomes a driving force for you. It helps to move. It helps you to approach whatever that is before you. It helps you to do what you need to do. You know, I love it when I'm confident about something because that confidence makes me do what I need to do in as far as that thing is concerned or whatever it is concerned. So, but arrogance is bad. Every time there's arrogance, there's pride, and every time there's pride, there's always bad energy.
Okay, well, see, the reason why I'm thinking it could be my arrogance is because of the pride. Am I listening enough to adapt? Whenever I have my talks with Joey and he's telling me or John's telling me what you could do, am I listening? Royce, is the number what you believe you deserve? Yeah, I know. Well, hey, I know we're going to get there. I know that. But your confidence can be viewed as arrogance with other people. No, I do think there's a lot of people in this area that think I'm an arrogant dude that don't like me. Would you say so? Mm-hmm. Why are you nodding your head over there like?
Because I don't.
Huh?
No, I would agree with you.
Well, why would you agree? There's a reason why you would agree with it. Why would you agree with it?
I don't know.
Because you hear people say it?
We've both heard on multiple occasions that people have said it.
People don't know you and the way that you maneuvered through, deals.
They just see how you control the narrative.
Right.
That's. Good morning, Chris Clark. How are you, my man?
They can see how you treat us. They can see how you treat, people, and they just like, yeah, he's an arrogant person.
He's a very arrogant person.
But in
But
reality,
I think,
you're not.
I think I would want to say something a bit different because
You
when
go. You got the
it's
floor.
it's about personality, your personality, and many times anybody who thinks you're arrogant because you are telling them off on something or the style in which the way you're presenting yourself to them looks like it's arrogant. I think sometimes it's not about you; it's about themselves. There are people who are just too unnecessarily sensitive. They are too.
But here's where I see the arrogance in me is obvious things. I mean, is it obvious that I should be dressing better? Should I be dressing better? I mean, I like to come in here and look like I'm going out on Thursday night and I'm in college. If I could wear what I want, I would have on dirty jeans and a hoodie. Is that so? Whenever I'm out, it just gives people more of a reason to doubt me. Should I change that? My coach, Michael Bird, says, dude, you got to change the way you look. Look like a professional. So what I'm saying is, do I have this agreement with myself that I want something, but I'm not demonstrating it enough to myself that I am that person? The big time people, do they dress up? Yes, he does. But Gary Vaynerchuk doesn't. I mean, I think we're in a different...
Tell me, why would you want to use that? Because I thought you can brand yourself into something. You can really brand yourself and say, they dress up, but I don't. Let me give a very practical example. I'm a pastor. And we had this mentality in the olden days, not really in the olden, even today, that a pastor cannot do pastoral ministry unless you're in a suit and in a tie and all that.
You can't cuss.
I struggled with that.
Smoke weed, drink. Can't do none of that.
No. I'm serious. Let's talk about dressing. We're talking about dressing.
Okay.
I would wear a suit and a tie and all that. And actually presenting myself before people in that, I feel like, okay, now God is going to use me today because I'm dressed like this. But then later on, I realized it's really not a must. And I discovered you can brand yourself the way you want.
You can.
So basically, somebody else may tell you to dress up, but they dress up and they're not doing nothing. But you can be the way you are, but you're doing something.
Yeah, but I'm looking at the results. I'm searching for what is it that's missing.
It has nothing to do with dressing up.
Okay, well, maybe I can eliminate that.
Yeah. It has
But it's
nothing-
something in here. The reason why I'm saying there's something in here because it's 2 years in a row. Let's ask my wife. My Wi-Fi is on here. Go shop at the Exchange Boutique, by the way. So, do you think I should be dressing better? I would think my wife would say you need to dress good. What if there's something inside of me that just won't let go of that past? That dressing bad represents that side of me that's half-ass. Pardon the language, Pastor. But what if that's that side of me that I just can't kick? I can't let go of it. And now moving forward in the business, I can't let go of things, and that's why we stay at 143 deals. What is it? Somebody, Royce, look at Grant Cardone. I think he's an arrogant SOB, but he would say he's confident. But look at what he's accomplished. I agree.
Do you feel different whenever you dress better?
No, I don't.
No, I don't think it matters.
I feel no different whenever I dress up. To me, I don't even care. I probably feel the best when I look the worst because it gives me a chip on my shoulder. Like, hey, come mess with me because I know how to communicate. I know how to sell. I know how to get what I want.
There you go. I think that's your answer.
What makes me feel bad, though, is being fat. I don't like that. If I'm skinny, I would rather be skinny and in the hoodie than being fat and in the suit, if that makes sense.
All right.
Well, my wife, for some people, not everyone, the way you dress either builds or shatters confidence. I agree with that. Royce, I don't agree with it's not about dressing up. Look at Trump. Whenever he's at work, everyone before POTUS, he was always in a suit. I agree with what Moon Guy says. You can brand yourself, but here's the point I'm trying to make. There's something that I'm missing the mark on.
Consistency.
Is it consistency?
That's my observation.
What am I not consistent about?
Today we will be talking about doing things in a certain way. Then tomorrow you will come and you'll have something else.
Yeah, well, I don't disagree
So
with that.
when you keep on having different things coming in, even it demotivates the rest of the team because they really look at you and they think, well, he's not what he's saying today. He will not necessarily follow it up.
Do I change what I say to you guys? You're probably talking about more about the systems with Van. Are you talking about the way I tell them things?
Not with the teaching and all that. That one you're perfect. I love it. I love listening. But I'm just talking about following up things.
The vision.
The vision and
Yeah.
maintaining.
That's why it don't need to be my
Exactly.
job. That's why I'm on Van, about growing Van. This is something I'm not good at, Van. I could come in here today and have the best idea and go home tonight and come up with a better idea tomorrow.
Exactly.
Take that away from me.
That's what I'm talking
So,
about.
hey, is it my fault or your fault and Van's fault? I need somebody to step up and say, dude, you're taking us down. That could be the problem. That could very well be the problem that I don't need to be in this organizational side.
You need somebody you can listen to.
I can listen.
Yeah, somebody who can tell you and you listen and you do what they're saying. That's what you need. Every great leader must always have a good number two. Somebody next to them who is able to speak into them and tell them, man, this is not right. And they listen to that. As long as you don't have somebody who can, like a wife is always a very good number two.
She
because
is my good, yeah.
A wife always tells you and then you say, okay, yes, you say amen. But in an
Well, I don't
office-
always do that.
Okay, I know, but you
I
will
should,
give it,
but-
you will normally give it a thought. When she
Well,
speaks,
I
you
think
will
the
always
people
give it a
that know
thought.
you the best and love you the most can probably advise you the best. They know. Blake Duncan, you said it earlier, isolation. You have to continue to build your network for the referral market side to improve. That could be a part of it. That could be a part of it. Royce, are you working the legacy selling system? No, we're not. We need to be doing that. But Blake and Royce, my job is to get out of working with clients. I don't want to. I've got 2 big clients, and that's all I really want to work with. I want my real clients to be this team. And I probably do work this. I spend a lot of time. I mean, I'm calling all of you. Do I call you?
All the time.
Do I call you? Do I call you?
Yes, you do.
Do I call you, Van? I'm always connected to people. here. I'm calling Hayden. I'm calling people to stay connected to him. My wife says she's the number one.
She's the number one.
That's what she says. You've created a monster over there. But today's show is, are you willing to do what I'm doing? Are you willing to ask yourself these questions? Are you willing to confront, hey, why am I here? Why am I only here? I do it all the time. And it's not to beat myself up. This is to identify, hey, look, there's something going on over here where it's not working right. But you're the face of your group, so getting business for your agent is part of. I think I bring in a lot of the business. Do I bring in a lot of the business here? How much of it? How much?
I'd say 95%.
95% of it. Maybe. I'm wanting you guys to know how to. That's why I spend. How many hours a day do I spend with you guys on how to do this?
I'd say at least 6 hours.
6 hours a day. I mean, that's a lot of time I've committed to that. But it's what I love to do. I love the fact whenever you guys whenever I see how much money you guys make, that's what makes me feel good. Knowing that a dude moved here from Africa and now he's making a lot of money, that makes me feel good. So, are you willing to confront your roadblocks? Are you willing to identify these blind spots? Maybe it's one of the things I'm talking about that's holding us back. Maybe it's something I haven't found yet. But there's something. And there's something inside of all you that's holding you back. All you got to do is unlock it. Everybody, have a great day.